Well, we're at the old trusty HEB, gassing up. $1.49, not too bad.
We're on our way to Lake Brownwood State Park, and this should be interesting because really bad weather should be coming, and we're going to face it anyways. Might have to throw some frog togs on and enjoy this. We might get a couple cabins, but either way, we have a 3-hour drive starting now at midnight. Wish us luck. Let's hope we get there.
Well, we had to stop and grab one of these and one of these because it's getting later. We're about to drive into some potentially hazardous weather.
And so the adventure begins.
There's nothing out there.
No, nothing at all. But we have tents, tarps, sleeping bags, and each other.
We've got it all packed pretty much up to the ceiling back here. I'll give you guys a grand tour of my truck here. There's not a whole lot we can do other than cram it in, because it's the only place we have to put it for now. But we have some big news coming up really soon.
That's right. So don't go anywhere.
Finally coming out of the darkness and into Brownwood. So I think we should be arriving at our destination in roughly 20-25 minutes.
In 1,000 feet, continue on to Texas 279 North.
It's now 3:15 a.m. We made the mistake of not putting in the correct destination in the Google Maps, and it took us to the absolute center of Brownwood instead of the Brownwood State Park. So I think we're in the right track now. Hopefully. Melody's asleep. Oh yay, there it is. Hey, guess what? We made it.
Awesome. Yay.
You get like 10 more minutes of sleep while I go find us a spot.
Okay.
Finding a good camp spot in the dark is pretty difficult to do, but we do it an awful lot, so we're getting kind of good at it. Tomorrow we're going to change into a cabin or a shelter though, so it really doesn't matter tonight. It's still pretty fun driving into these parks at night. Waking up and seeing a whole new environment around you that you've never seen before.
Nice. We pulled into campsite number 36. There's a few RVs out here and some tent campers along the way, but we're right up on the water, so this is pretty cool. If it doesn't rain on us, we might stick it out here, but I don't know. Now we gotta quietly get set up.
Melody's going inflatable route tonight. Probably smart. I myself am just going with the Z-Light because I'm lazy. But anyways, here's our tent. We're in it. Just about. And we're looking forward to setting up tomorrow and finding out what this place is all about. Say goodnight. Questionable weather today. It is definitely going to rain. It's already raining. It's basically been sprinkling on us all night long. Really nice view of the lake here, though. It's gonna kind of be sad to leave this little spot, but then again, we're right on top of somebody over here, so we're gonna give them some space.
Oh, mornings are always hard for us. We're not morning people.
So we grabbed ourselves a shelter for this evening since it's going to be raining. We figured it would be a lot smarter. Plus, we've never done it, so why not?
Alright, they've got electricity. There's a grill, although there's a burn ban going on right now. Hopefully they lift that because everything's pretty wet. We've got the leaning tower of running water. There's a nice metal table in here. That'll go good for all of our stuff that's going to be sitting. We're going to probably get our wet tent and throw it in the corner over there and let it dry out. We have our bed set up down here in the corner. We're doing the dual mat setup. Just a little bit extra installation. The floor might get a little cold tonight, so we're going to want to stay up off of that for sure.
How do you like that screenshot?
Not too long ago, I was offered a sample of some new bug repellent that came out. And so today we're going to try that. This marks the first day in probably 3 months that we've had to protect ourselves from insects. But today we're going to try bug protector. There's no DEET, and we're used to wearing plenty of DEET. So we'll see how it works. We'll let you know at the end of the day if we feel like it was effective or not. We're in number 5 cabin right there. This is a rather large park. It's 537.5 acres of land right up against over a 7,000 acre lake. So we've got a bit of exploring to do. I guess we're going to stay here 2 days. Depends on the weather and what it does to us. We're expecting a heavy rain. We're ready for it, I think.
It's gonna be a good day, I think. We're gonna make it that way anyways.
Well, if the weather's good enough, we'll stay for 2 days.
Yeah.
It's a big park.
Yeah. Or even if we just like it enough, we can stay for 2 days.
Yeah. Drinking Red Bull, huh?
It gives you wings.
You'll be up for 2 days. All right, well, I think we're almost ready to get out and go hiking a little bit.
Gonna make a little picnic out of it. Who cares if the sun isn't shining? We're still outside.
It is cloudy and it is a little bit damp, but you know what? It's almost still pretty. So I don't know. We were talking about hiking, and all of a sudden I look out, and across the lake you can see how faint it is. That's rain. That's pouring rain, and that is coming in our direction. So I think we might have to wait this one out. I don't know if it's smart. We could just throw on the rain gear and go for it. But is it worth it? It could be miserable. It could be cold and miserable. And we won't be able to film much because I don't have water protection for this camera. So we're going to have to make a decision on this one. Well, I don't know how much of this park we're going to get to show you, weather depending, but I can show you that the shelter area looks really pretty. The grass is going to be coming in nice and green. They got a little volleyball court over here for group activities, and there's quite a bit of wide open space. Once again, we've got it to ourselves because, you know, the weather, and it's Monday. We figured if it's gonna rain on us, then why sit in the cabin and watch it rain all over us when we can get in the truck and drive around this park and maybe get out and take a few pictures or shoot some kind of video without damaging our equipment. I don't know. We gotta make some kind of use of this day. We'd love to do some hiking, but it's just gonna be too sloppy. So this is one of the lodges. This is Loma Vista Lodge. This is one of the places you can rent, and it's got an incredibly nice view over the lake here. But I'm gonna close up the camera because it's getting wet.
Definitely thundering.
Storm's coming.
This is really a nice place to stand up here and look out over the lake. But there's a storm coming in. We can hear the thunder and we're seeing lightning. And we're right next to this thing up above me over here. So we're gonna go down.
Yeah, that's just not safe. Definitely not safe. It's a good thing we got a shelter this time.
It really is. Because we would have been completely miserable and damp and annoyed.
These raindrops are pretty big.
Big raindrops, big lightning happening around us.
It's not totally out of the question. Just the thunder and lightning is kind of keeping us away from metal objects, if you know what I mean. So.
And that is a metal bridge wrapped around metal pieces attached to other metal pieces on water.
Around trees.
Around trees. You know, we're still happy to bring you on this adventure, even though we don't get to do a whole lot today. The sky's getting a little brighter in that area, and it's coming this direction, so hopefully we'll get a break in this rain, and we'll be able to get out and go adventure and outdoor play. You know, it's kind of why we're here, but we're happy to have each other, and we're happy to have you along with us. We got a little birdie taking a bath. Enjoy it while it lasts, buddy, because we don't get a whole lot of this. They left us a nice broom to use to sweep up our mess. Well, it looks like we've got a couple leaks. Right now they don't seem too severe, but you can see that the water is steadily building. There's another one right there. Our sleeping bags don't seem to be in jeopardy at this point because the rain is coming in from behind me right now.
It just started hailing.
Well, we've got heavy rain and hail now. Let's close that and lock it.
Hopefully no tornadoes.
Oh, man. You know, there's a lot of brick and stone shelters and buildings here. I guess we could try to get to if that happened. The truck is there. What would we do? Get in the truck? We're not safe in this wooden building.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it's hailing, but we're good. Are our sleeping bags getting wet?
Oh no.
This is borderline nerve-wracking. Well, guys, this is Lake Brownwood State Park.
At its finest.
At its finest. Well, you know,
Well,
maybe it'll clear up later.
now they really did need some rain, so this is actually a very good thing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to be able to be here at a place that needs rain as they're getting rain. That's pretty fun. Whew. Yeah, creepy. We had to cover our bed with our tent footprint because the rain is getting blown through the screen into our shelter. We're gonna kind of sit there and kind of take the force of it, but we want to keep it from getting on our bed over here. And I think that ought to do the trick. We're bracing it with our shoes, so.
Hopefully it works out because there's a burn ban, so we can't have any fire. And it's a little cold.
It's very cold.
It's a little cold.
Yeah. We knew about the
Wet.
burn ban, and we knew about the weather, so it's really our fault.
It is, but I mean, it's Texas and it's springtime, so. Well, I mean, it's not springtime, but
Not quite yet.
close enough.
Close enough. The snakes are out already.
Yeah. If it wasn't thunder, lightning, and cold, I wouldn't mind hiking in it.
I'd like to say thank you to Mickey Johnson for supplying me with this beautiful ammunition box. I actually use it for bungee cables and stuff like that, which came in handy because we turned our tent into a multi-purpose tool and hung it up as a wind blocker.
Slash rain blocker.
Slash rain blocker, yes. It's pretty crude, but it works. It should hold up unless the wind gets really ferocious, which I do anticipate that happening at some point.
We've been cooped up in this little box room for most of the day now. We're starting to go a little crazy.
Melody's going to drive us around,
Yep.
and we have no idea where we're going. We don't get really very good signal out here, so our GPS isn't really
Not in working condition is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
So thank goodness we have our trusty map.
road map.
Yep. Which is why he's in the passenger seat, because he's the dude.
Navigator. Well, we're in the outskirts of Brownwood, and I think Brownwood is a town of about 19,000 people, population-wise. So the sign said.
I missed it, so you're probably correct. It's not a bad little town. It's got some good eats and some hotel rooms and whatnots.
They got a Walmart. That place was pretty good. Not gonna lie, it was pretty good.
Well, we stopped and had dinner at Humphrey Pete's. Pretty nice restaurant here in Brownwood, and a seafood joint. They have steaks, moderate pricing, pretty good. It's interesting, since we've been here, when we got here there was a burn ban, but then we've had all this rain. They've lifted the burn ban now, so we went and picked up some firewood. Now we get to go back to camp and start a fire and enjoy the rest of our evening warm, because the temperature is kind of chilly out. Looking forward to that.
There we go. It's always nice when we have a campfire. Then we actually feel like we're camping. Getting your tripod set up?
Yep.
Cool.